Thanks for joining us for another episode of Acxiom After Work. I'm your host, Crystal Floyd, and today I'm super excited to be joined by Shontavia Hornsby. Shontavia, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Crystal. I really appreciate the opportunity for this, and I'm looking forward to our session today.
All right, so before we get started, Shontavia, tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been at Acxiom, and what do you do here?
I've been with Acxiom for 4 years, and I am currently the senior payroll specialist, and I am based out of Austin, Texas.
So, Shontavia, when we think of you, the words coach, mentor, motivational speaker, boutique owner, author, entrepreneur, these are some of the words that are used to describe you. Let's take a minute and talk about mentor. When did your passion for mentorship or mentoring begin?
My passion for mentoring began in 2015. I've always been a person of service, and I've always had a nurturing spirit, and I've always been active in the community. I've been serving in the church forever since I was a kid. I had a thriving career, and when I recently completed my master's degree, I just felt like there was more that I can do to be impactful to our next generation. So I prayed and I asked God for just help me live a purpose-driven life. And, I didn't want to take advantage of the time that I had. So I love working with young girls. And then before you know it, this is my contribution to our future. So this was revealed.
I love
it. The mentoring was for me.
I love it. So tell me about, I know that you are involved in the community. So tell us a little bit about Raising a Diamond and how that organization began.
Absolutely. Raising a Diamond is my baby. As I mentioned earlier, mentorship, I really feel in my heart that mentorship affords the young girls the opportunity and it helps create a better future for themselves. And, when a child is given the chance to succeed academically and socially, they begin to thrive and all above everything that they can do. So as a mentor, I've learned that when you give a young girl the tools to shape their future, she then begins to believe that she can change the world. As a young girl, when I was growing up, I had several influential women in my life that helped to mold me into the woman that I am today. And because of their guidance, I understood my purpose and I understood that the responsibility that I had to pay it forward. So as a result, Raising a Diamond was birthed. And I'm so happy about my baby.
I love that. So Shontavia, tell us, how do you partner with organizations to help carry forth that mission of raising a diamond?
I partner with local organizations that are in my community by just going out to venues. I'm big on speaking. So when we have guests, I'm presented as guest speakers for most of the places when they want me to come speak for young girls, empowerment events. I partner with local schools that are in a community where I've been able to, on several occasions, years at a time, be able to take my program and the curriculums inside of the school. And I will travel to the schools and meet with the girls twice a week, during their time, because they didn't have these activities and these opportunities in their schools. So I've been able to partner and give those opportunities to that. So I'm very happy with the ability that I've been able to work with the community, and they're just very supportive. They see the need for empowerment for our young girls, not just the boys as well too, but young girls, but they see the need for that. So they look for any opportunity when people want to come in and give back and pour into the young ladies.
I love that you have a passion for helping young girls and teenagers and women in general. Now let's move over to Shontavia, the coach, the life coach. Tell us a little bit how you became involved in life coaching.
Life coaching really just kind of took on its own in about probably 3 years ago. While I work locally with the community and different organizations in the community, I also, as Raising a Diamond, I host quarterly workshops with our young girls to help build their self-esteem, work on sisterhood, bullying, personal hygiene things. But a lot of this time, when you have built this relationship with the young girls, you realize that they just need that because they don't see it. They don't have that at home. So it just expanded my idea that they can't be what they don't see. And I realized that a lot of the mothers or the parents or what was in their household needed some of this guidance. So I got certified as a life coach, and I was able to work with women who realized, I want mentorship. As a woman, there's always room for us to grow. And I believe that in myself because I also have spiritual mentors and mentorship for myself. But as mothers of these young girls, they realized they lacked the skills that they need to be a better mother and a better woman to them. So life coaching is what I do as well for women.
That's amazing, Shontavia. So there's each area you touch: the girls, the women, and Shontavia the coach. Now let's pivot a little bit and talk about Shontavia the author. So you have to tell me, what books have you written and how did that come about?
Absolutely. Again, just once I really understood my purpose and my passion, your audience and your circle change. And a lot of things I would do in the past in my circle, it just actually kind of changed a whole different, the dynamics changed. I was meeting and attending workshops and getting more network opportunities with women who were like-minded as myself. And I've been afforded the opportunity twice to collaborate with several colleagues where I've co-authored 2 books. One of them is named Letters to Our Daughters. And that one was real close to my heart because as I go in and mentor our young girls, these are things that we give tips and tools and learning traits, just anything that they can use in this book. Because these are letters to our daughters. Although I don't have any daughters to myself, my mentees are my babies and they're my daughters. So this was the opportunity for us to write in this book and share with them what we would want them to know. Our second book, I co-authored with another set of women, and it was named The Miseducation of an Alpha Woman. This is more so for adult women, and that was more so a empowerment book just to help women, strong women, understand that it's okay if you have the trait of an alpha woman, and not to dim your light or, shine down just because because everybody doesn't understand. And I realized my trait, I am definitely an alpha woman. This was just a great project. Both of these were great projects to be a part of.
So we've talked about your passion for girls, helping girls, mentoring girls, and being a life coach for women. If you could go back in time and speak to Shontavia, the little girl, or Shontavia, the teenager, what would you tell your younger self?
One thing I tell myself, my younger self, is it is absolutely okay to be different. And no matter what anyone else thinks about you or what they say about you, it's okay to be unique because my uniqueness is very special.
Oh, that's amazing. That was profound. So now, in your life coaching, you deal with women, all walks of life, I assume. What advice would you have for a woman that is seeking to find herself or that has big dreams? How would you go about advising them on next steps?
As you know, as a woman, when you're in a position when you're wanting to evolve and grow and be in a better position or a better place, physically, mentally, spiritually, what I've learned and the advice that I give my mentees, just when you get tired, just learn to rest, but never quit. Sometimes as women, we are always working and struggling and trying to get in, and we lose sight of it's okay to rest, but don't quit on your journey and stay loyal to your goals. So
that is amazing. Rest is definitely essential for growth. Shontavia, if someone wants to reach out, how can we reach out to connect with you for a book or to connect with a speaking engagement or mentorship? How can we reach you?
Absolutely. I have my website is shontaviahornsby.com. And on there, you'll be able to find information about mentorship for young ladies, in addition to my boutique or the books that I have available for sale. March is my birthday, and I have a birthday present for myself. So I'm still speaking it into existence, but I'm working on another project. So my my solo book. This won't be a co-authored book, but my goal is to have that released in time. That's my present to myself. So that project should be done very soon, and it'll be available on my website as well, shontaviahornsby.com.
Well, that's great. Shontavia, any last parting words before we end this talk?
I just like to encourage, I'm always trying to encourage, just as we are working to grow and develop, every day it can be a struggle, but like I mentioned before, stay true to yourself. In my case, I'm always praying. I ask God to guide me in a direction that I want to be, but just stay true to yourself and never dim your light for anybody because they don't understand you or accept you for who you are. Your life is your life, and everybody's not going to understand your vision or your passion or your journey. So do it for yourself and do it for your generation.
That is great. Shontavia, it has been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate the opportunity. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.